Hello, I'm Rachel Davies, Head Teacher of Little Sutton Primary School and also Strategic Lead for the Little Sutton Primary School English Hub. Phonics needs to be a real priority when children start school, and there needs to be a systematic synthetic phonic programme in place. There needs to be a real consistency, and that's not only consistency in the words but also in the sounds that are used. It's important that there's a clear sequence of sounds and that each year group is clear about that progression. And fidelity to one scheme really helps with this. It's important to build up from a simple schema in phases 2 and 3 to a more complex schema in 4 and 5 and consolidating in phase 6. There needs to be an ongoing assessment. It doesn't have to be a complicated process, just a simple checklist to assess progress so you know where a child is at. And then rapid intervention can take place for any child who falls behind. It's important, as far as possible, to have that same day rapid intervention. There needs to be a clear intention to lessons. Activities need to be short, sharp, and the children need to be actively involved. Lessons and resources need to be well organised and ready to go. It is important that the children can access phonic activities in the indoor and outdoor environment during child-initiated activities. This enables them to apply their phonic skills that they have been taught. Staff need to have a really good subject knowledge so they've got a clear understanding of the technical vocabulary and they can explain the learning then that can be quite complicated, clearly and precisely. It's important that the adults say the sounds correctly so they are pure sounds as it would be in the word, and also ensure that the children say the sounds correctly too. Well, what really helps with subject knowledge and consistency is to invest in training, and it's important to keep that training up to date and that new staff, when they join the school, they're also trained too. Phonics needs to be taught as part of a progression towards reading fluently and spelling accurately, and it has to be effectively embedded. At Little Sutton, as part of investing in effective phonic teaching, it has put us in a strong position to transfer this into reading. When teaching reading, we need to be really clear about the focus of the reading activity. For example, if we're teaching decoding or prosody or comprehension, we really need to stick to the focus so that we don't overload the children's working memory. It's important that books are phonetically decodable so that children can apply their phonic knowledge when reading the book. At Little Sutton, we spent time auditing our books to ensure that this is the case. The reading books need to be enjoyable and children need to be able to read 90% of the book so they can understand it. If there are more than 90% of words that the children can't read, then they can reach frustration level and it can put them off reading.